hard to get it. When it gets faster, it's hard to beat, especially when it comes to those close slaps. I'll slow it down. Here is another exercise on the conga that we could do for like hand warm-up, hand tone warm-up that I like to work on. I have two main ones, and this is the other one. This is my second go-to one. Sometimes I'll do this one first. It doesn't really matter which one you do, but this is one of the two of my main warm-ups that I would like to share with you all. Now, if you're a beginner, feel free just to observe, because if you don't know your open tones, heel and slap, and how to properly produce that sound, it's okay. Observe and kind of just in here from here, and just kind of see how I'm doing things, and that's awesome too. So stay around. It's all good. It's all learning here, right? So, but for the people who already play and have a certain amount of technique already and understand the basic constructions of, well, let me rephrase that, how to produce a sound on the congas, knowing the tones, the four major tones, heel, toe, slap, and open, then stick around. You could probably start working on this a little bit. And then also another tone is called the personal, which is when you're pressing with your fingers. That's another tone we'll be addressing on this lesson too, on this particular exercise that I like to do. Now, for all my players out there, try it out. See, you know, just give it a shot, see how you feel, okay, on this particular thing. Now, this particular technique is more of an alternating one. It's not based on the marcha technique. It's more based on rhythms and the back and forth. These kind of techniques, we hear this in, you know, in folkloric playing. You know, stuff like that, you know, that kind of movement, just to give you a little vibe going on. So let's talk about this. These are one of my go-to exercises that I like to do just to get going, work on my tone. This one focuses a lot more on all four of your tones and the lift, the extension of your wrist as well, because, and I'll talk about it right now, shall we? So let's do this. Okay, this is the exercise. Let me just give you a quick demonstration of how this works so you kind of get an idea of what's happening here. That's the exercise. So what I basically did was heel alternating. If you're a right-hander, you could just look at me mirror image on the screen and you're ready to go, because I'm a lefty and I'm starting with my right because I'm a left-handed player. So you're seeing me mirror image. So you can just copy me right directly. For my left-handed players out there, sorry, you're gonna have to just think backwards, you know, or put me on the side or something, right? So, but you'll get it. I just like playing around with that. Okay, now this is what's happening here. I'm going drop, drop. This is heel, heel, or bass tones, however you want to talk about it. Bass tone, my basically heel, and the really quick thing, heel should be at the edge of the drum. Depending on your hand, everyone's hand's different. A bass tone is you're more in the center of the drum, right? You can hear lower frequencies, but for what we need to do, we have to have it right here. However you feel comfortable. Okay, so this is what's happening. Drop, drop, touch, touch. I'm just doing that motion, right? And then the second part of this motion, I'm doing this. See, I'm just extending my wrist. Like they're sticks, right? And then After that, you saw me, if you're paying attention very closely and you caught on what I was doing, I go back and do a tone. Now, the order of tones that I do in alternating fashion is an open tone, and then I go into a slap, right? And then I go into a pressonal or a muff tone, which is just your fingers pressing on the drum. And then the last one is an open slap, right? That's so you're covering all these movements and you're getting your wrist happening too for consistency. Okay, so, and that's what this is about movement, consistency, height, approach to hit each tone. When I'm doing any tone, I'm not drastically trying to change the height or my elbow up or do all these other things to achieve the sound. It should be consistency of motion, right? Get it? So now this is the exercise. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, and then I repeat it, and then and 1 back and 2 and 3 and 4, and then I go back and 1. So you notice I use this first part right here as a gauge, and then I go the second time around and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then 1 and 2 and 3, slap, 4 and 1, slap, 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 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, and the next tone I'm going to do and 1 is going to be a pressonal. 4 and 1, press, press, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. The next one's going to be a slap and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, open slap. It's kind of interesting to talk at the same time and do that at the same time. So I kind of skip a couple little movements, but that's the general idea. So let's put this all together. I'll do it slow. Okay. Play along if you can. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and open. And 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Slap, 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 slap. And 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Press, 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 press. And 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Open slap. Back to the beginning. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I think I skipped open tone, right? So you get the idea. Okay, so let me stop here. The whole reason why I'm doing this, so you understand this, okay? I do this movement, which I mentioned a little bit before, if you're paying attention on that particular thing. I go back, try to get all, it's kind of there to prepare us, that movement, so when we come back to do our tones, it's consistency. So that's what you pay attention for, okay? That's what you want to kind of gauge and kind of go, okay, consistency of motion. Because when you see these masters play, you know, very famous congueros, conga players, they're so consistent, and it's because they worked on this stuff to get better. You have to work on the tone technique, right? Tone warm-up. And range of motion is very important. So, and this is how we develop it. So this is a great exercise for this. So let me put it little bit. Let me play it a little bit more just so you kind of get a grasp on it. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 1. Dot, dot, dot. Here we go. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. So let me start with open. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Dot, 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 dot. As you get more comfortable, it's hard to get it. When you get faster, it's hard to beat, especially when it comes to those close slaps. I'll slow it down. Now, that's a great overall exercise. You feel it after a while. You feel it. And that's the idea. The thing is just to get fluid. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in. You could just make up your own thing. You could just, but if you have open, slap, personal, muff, and then open slap, and try to keep that. There's a level of focus of doing it. Sometimes I catch myself, I'm just thinking, oh, I feel it. I can feel the flow. And all of a sudden, when I was supposed to do open, I do a slap and I go, oh, then I go, okay, let me go back. So you always have to kind of be sharp because of the sequence is kind of long. It's more like 4 bars long. That's 1 measure. That's 2 measure. 3 measure. Oh, sorry. 3. Then 4th measure. Getting ahead of myself. Maybe I should do a slap this time, huh? But there you go. See, I'm just having fun with it. But then try to be disciplined. Go, okay, I'm gonna do the sequence that 1 Get it? So there's so many neat ways of doing it. I was doing it with rumba clave. And then you could always challenge yourself doing these exercises, trying to sing the clave with it. It's a whole other level of coordination, ambidexterity. And also, you go to the next level, hit 1 and 3 here. Boom, do, with if you have a cowbell or something with your foot, do, 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 and then try to sing the clave. There's so many avenues where you could just take this to a whole other level of practice, okay? So, enjoy this one. I'm feeling a little warmed up now. Yeah. Okay, so try it out. Hey, leave a comment, like, subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. you know, and until then, I'll see you guys all in the next lesson, okay? Take it easy.